All right, here we go. So I've got Rupes LHR 15 Mark II, Sonax Perfect Finish on a primed yellow Rupes pad. And now I'm going to do spread around on speed 3. So I'm going to do this section right here. Let's see, I'm going to try doing this little section here. Spread it around just so I don't fling it like the other guy did. I'm going to come up to 4. There's 2 passes. 3 passes. Really making sure I hit my edges here. When I lean it up here a little bit on edge, I need to make sure my pad's still spinning. Oh, the back, not good. Same thing here. Because of all these edges, I've taken a little more time on this spot. Testing the new, I guess they're not, these are the edgeless 365. Testing these for polish removal. All right, so I'm going to set my polisher down and get a little lower here. Let's cross our fingers so that I can get a good feel for what we just did. I'm going to use an eraser. Wipe this off really well. Let's see where we're at. One step it is, people. Yeah, I'm not going to need to compound. And Perfect Finish is pulling out any of those little marring imperfections that I have. There really aren't many deeper scratches. I'll just have to check each panel. But I think that's going to do it. Dang, I'm getting much better at my edges. I'm going to get out the GoPro and do a point of view and show you guys what I'm talking about on this stuff. Yeah, because I can see a pretty significant difference here where I have it polished. Yep, at least for this section, I'm gonna knock out the hood, do a one step. Awesome. You know, I'm still not sure. We'll see, I'm gonna use these a little more. Wow, this blue paint pops, man. I'm still not sure. I like these miners or these 365 towels better than my original 80/20s, cheaper polished towels that I have in my packages. So with microfiber, you have a couple of options. You can do, a lot of options, but you can do, so this is 70/30 of polyester to polyamide, 70% polyester. These are 80/20, so these are a much cheaper towel, but yet they're great, and the right company does a good job of sourcing them. So I got my 3-inch pad primed. I'm gonna work this section here with the 3-inch. Spread it around on speed 3. Come up to 4, and I'm going to try to get in here. This is the way I'm leaning. I'm trying to do this one-handed. On the other side, I'll make sure to do this first, so that I'm not leaning in on the part I just corrected. And that pad is not even close to being flat. Well, I might use the hybrid on the other side. That's a hard part to get in there, as high up as this thing is. I need a darn hoist. This blue is going to look darn magical. The advantage of having really good lights above. Yeah, that's going to be sufficient. So I think I'm going to be able to largely just go around this whole thing with that same procedure of 4 passes, medium pressure. So let's do, I'm going to stay with the hood and we'll treat this as a separate panel. But I'm going to do this section right here to about here. Then I'll polish that. So we'll kind of keep working through here. So I've got to go get my little air compressor so I can blow out my pads as I'm working through the process. Up to 4.5. Keep this a little flatter this time. So again, the yellow pad, there's like an inner and outer section of the pad. And so as I'm getting this edge here, I want to sweep it up to the edge on the inner section of the pad. Same thing, I'm going to scoop this as well. I'm going to scoop it from both angles, from the high side. So I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to go up. Another thing, I was always so concerned in the past before going and working with Todd at Esoteric about lifting, holding it on the paint, waiting for it to stop spinning and then lifting it instead of lifting it directly off the surface, especially when you're finishing like this. Alright, so let's turn the lights off here. Again, not ideal because of the sun is bright outside here. Plus I'm using the wrong flashlight. Should have thought ahead. But this is going to take several days anyway. Yep, looks good. It's going to be the ticket. Single step. Whole way through. Gosh, there's some imperfections on this fender that they were attempting to rotary out. That's why there's polish all over the place. So since I'm doing this single step and finishing out, I'm probably just going to use the 15 for most of it. The roof is going to be tricky because the roof has like little louvers on it. So I'm going to spread at speed 3. So I'm going to treat this section here. edge here. And make sure as I lean it over here, I want to make sure my pad is still spinning. Three. And there's four. So again, I'm going to sweep the pad off. If you're flinging stuff, that probably means you're using too much product, using too much polish. You don't need to use that much polish. And now I'll check my work periodically, but I should be good, especially since there aren't any major scratches that I know of. And I went around the truck, I didn't do it on camera, but there aren't any major defects other than some divots, some things in the paint that we're not going to be able to address. And so now I know this section is going to react pretty much the same as that section, and now I'll spot check my work, but I won't go through and look at every single panel, so I can start to move a little quicker and work through the process here a little faster than having to attempt to, micromanage every single square inch. This has been a big change. I use the smaller machines, so I can't wait to get the pneumatic stuff. But I end up using these a lot more. You see, in the past, I would have just jammed the big one in here. And I would have done this much bigger section. So I'm going to treat this as two sections. So from here down, actually from here down, and from here to here. So I'm going to do this in two separate sections. Back up to 4.5. See if I can keep it flat this time. I think I like 4. One down to speed 4. See, I think I like this towel much better still. We'll have to go through the whole car and make a decision. All right, so I'm going to go through, I'm going to put some headphones on. I'm going to go through, keep working on this. Wow, it looks great. What happens when the force pulls you back, your foot naturally comes off the gas. You have to keep your foot to the floor, foot to the floor.